There is Declan Brennan. He has been nigh on perfect tonight. A couple of dry breaks is all that you could argue he has done wrong, and here at 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 we don't really put dry breaks in the mistake category. Oh, Ben.
That was the break I've been calling for tonight.
Yeah, where's that been, Ben?
And you can tell straight away the way he struck that, he put so much more into it. Perfect cue ball.
I mean, it's a perfect break. If you can do that, why would you ever do anything else?
Yeah, and it's just like, I just don't understand why he's allotted to take so much out of his break tonight, and it's probably sort of a good learning curve. He can, if he was to get through, then obviously he'll change it up in the next stage. If he doesn't get through, it's something where he can go back what you're good at, and I think that's why you'll never see me cut break.
Yeah, be a cold day. It'd be a cold day in hell before we see you cut break, won't it?
I think if I do, we'll see you walk out of the commentary box and tell me off. Well, Ben's working this one out nicely, and the awkward bit of this finish is the red that's in between the yellow and the 8 ball. It's when you go down for play onto that ball. It might be now. It's a clever shot, so he's just going to roll this one in, take the one into the middle, red top left, and take the 8 ball to the bottom right. And could we be watching another player, first visit to the table against Declan, clear up?
Declan Brennan will feel like he's seen this story before.
Ben could have done with the cue ball going through a little bit more. He's on slightly the wrong side of the red. He's going to top off the side rail, but he doesn't want to be bridging over the two that are close together.
I think deliberately he's giving himself more angle because of that. He's got a lovely natural here to float rounds to find the right side of the table.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether the yellow that's to the top right plays big, and the cue ball could be going into that, which then makes the 8 ball tough.
Yeah, has to avoid that. Oh, I wouldn't have avoided it there. I can't believe he's avoided it there.
Oh, and
Well, he put it right on the thick side of the pocket, and it felt like it needed to be the other way around. But the pace he's played, it was a strange one, because if he's made that thinner,
he's enough.
well, I mean, the cue ball's probably either on the bottom cushion or is it in the middle pocket?
Yeah, well, I think the way he played it, if it hit the yellow, it would have glanced off it and gone into the corner, but he's got a shot. Can he get it?
Oh, I tell you what a pot he's made, has he? Somehow he's overcut it. I wouldn't have thought that possible.
It looked like he played this brilliantly, and it just shows these points have tightened up a little bit. This isn't an easy finish for Declan. He's got a big first shot. It's routine.
He has been absolutely outstanding tonight. From a purely purist's point of view, and you won't find me in that camp anytime soon, by the way, but from a purely purist point of view, you can absolutely make the case that Declan's played the best ball tonight. His patterns have been absolutely pristine. His cue ball's been on the string. Now, for me, give me Tom Jones any day of the week, but that's horses for courses, isn't it? That's purely personal preference. But just to say, Declan's been immaculate this evening.
He has, but that's testament to Tom Jones, and he's sitting there pretty at the top of the group. And how well has he had to play to put himself in that position when you've got Declan playing like this? I mean, between Tom and Declan, the pair of them, this is the best performance of probably the tournament.
Very possibly. I think you can count, in terms of mistakes that have cost frames between them, it's one. The irony is, it's Tom Jones who made it, going in that visit against Ben Doyle. Has this 8 ball for a 1-0 lead. Never in doubt.
think with Declan as well, he's previously been based, when he was living in Ireland, he used to come over to Stoke for the build up to some of the events, and he's practiced a lot in players where we are tonight, and he's used to the setup, used to the environment, and you can tell he's certainly comfortable out there tonight.
He just looks so confident. Really does look like a really confident version of Declan Brennan. We saw him the last weekend in the Pro Series, didn't really go his way that weekend, but good to see almost in a way that he looks as ready to win a tournament as you could possibly be.
So nearly went off on that break. The cue ball's tracking to the top right, but then it gets an unlucky kiss along the top rail and very nearly drops. Declan's got a shot to the yellow in the corner. And that is a perfect kiss on the yellow. And he's now in full flow to potentially do another break and finish. He's just got to work his route out. May elect to take the yellow to the right centre now while he's perfect on it and just run through slightly. He wants to be able to top through to the yellow that's at the bottom of the table. As you see, he's just placed his cue where he would like the cue ball to be.
It's not even that I don't think Declan's made a mistake. I don't think he's really played a bad shot.
He just looks in complete control. Every shot he's played for and the cue ball's come out perfectly. As you see there, he's absolutely got this cue ball on a string. It's a treat to watch.
It's been as good a performance as we've seen in this year's Champions League. And crazy thing for the defending champion is it may still not be enough. If you didn't join us earlier, Tom Jones versus Declan Brennan, first match of the night. It was probably at this stage match of the competition so far. It was 4-2 to Tom Jones. It finished well ahead of time. Both players just played absolutely exhibition pool. It was awesome.
I believe that the 8 ball goes into the bottom right hand corner, which is why he hasn't attempted to develop it, so he's just drawn that back, and as you see, it's just perfect straight every shot.
Yeah, this is serious Brennan, this, isn't it? It's not that easy. It just isn't at this easy a game that Declan is making it look right now. These are tough conditions. This table plays incredibly fast and slippery, but he's barely even been out of position, let alone make a mistake tonight. Flawless performance so far from the Destroyer.
Yeah, I'm a bit lost for words. There's no critique you can give him. And
yeah, it's a no-notes sort of performance, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're a teacher marking his homework here, what can you say? Just give him the A star and sort of send it back.
And we see another crunching break from Ben, and these yellows all look inviting, and he's got a gettable plant first shot, and then he'll be away. As he wasn't in the last match, he was 2-0 down and come back to win. To come back to win the frame, and he just made that plant. He's just got to now work out his route, how he wants to go about these. And it's always good to work close with the cue ball with your work, so take the yellow to the bottom left, just slightly drift off the rail. perfectly. Nice little kiss on the red. So he's just going to play this yellow and top through to the bottom rail.
Stand your call.
He must have a little bit more angle than he would have liked, so that's nice. Looking at the route that Ben is going about this finish, he's got to try and draw this cue ball back and take the one down the rail after this shot.
Yeah, just like that. I'd love to have had maybe slightly less angle here. Should still be able to hold it.
May use the reds to hold.
That's nice. Gone about these well.
Yeah, he's worked the route out nicely and just draw the cue ball back, and he's got an easy connector to the 8 ball. Big gap to land in, and it's a good response to how Declan's opened up. Ben's still fighting away.
Yeah, not giving up just yet.
It's 2-1. Both players need a victory tonight. There's 8 minutes left, and as you see from the opening how the night started for Ben, yes, he won, but he's risen his game and he's got better and better as the night's gone on.
Absolutely, and he will need to continue to do so. We are 1 week away from the last 16 getting underway, and this is the first group coming up for you next Monday night. John Chambers, Aaron Davies, Zach Shepherd and 𝗨𝗃𝗃𝗃 is the opening group. And that group is just almost this year's Champions League in a bit of a microcosm. Every single one of those guys, apart from Aaron, came through unseeded. And it has just been a favourites graveyard in this year's competition.
Aaron's another one who's started the season in enormous form. That Pro Series victory, and I think it's going to be a big year for him.
Could get even bigger if he comes through next week's group, and he will be the favourite. Not that in this tournament this year that has mattered one jot. Declan Brennan breaks dry and gives Ben Doyle an opportunity to go 2-2. And this is it's the sort of game, it's the sort of night where if you allow it to, and he wouldn't be human if he didn't, this game could just fry your brain, because Declan's played so magnificently. And yet,
Red Bull's in play.
he may well be pulled back level here with 5 minutes to go. He's still not made a mistake in that.
No, and it just shows, I think it epitomises how big the break is in pool, that you've got a consistent break and you're getting the balls, because at this level, if you don't get the finishes, if you don't get the breaks, you're not guaranteeing yourself enough opportunities to win the matches.
And that's that $1 million question, isn't it? Is how do you get that break figured out? And all you can do is do what you can do. Control the cue ball, hit it hard, get the balls moving. Those are the sort of 3 sort of requirements on the break. Declan's fulfilled that every single time. He's just had a bit of bad luck.
And that's why I think players like Tom Cousins has so much success, is because whilst he's as good as anyone with his patterns and the routes like how Declan's played tonight, he gives himself enough chances to win the matches because he breaks so well. It's consistent, and ultimately he's got the best break in the game for a reason. Touched on, I had a quick game with Ben last night, and when he's amongst the balls, he finds the patterns well, and he's going about this finish really well. And like you say, we're coming back to 2-2 in no time. Yeah,
it's been a bit more like it from Ben. He's warmed up this evening. It's been a sort of almost a typical performance of a really good player in this year's Champions League. A lot of players have sometimes needed just that first match to bed in, just get used to the conditions, the environment, just get used to the Champions League, essentially.
He's using the 8 ball as his way to hold, and
15-second shot
it's
clock.
not too bad. Can he see enough of the cue ball to just draw it back slightly? He doesn't want another thin cut on an 8 ball like he had first frame, and he has. Now we missed one similar.
Tough this, isn't it? Tough to have this as your 8 ball, having done so well to get there. Just awkward cueing on that last shot has hung him out to dry a little bit. Tough 8 ball. Pressures for tyres and all that. Great shot from Ben Doyle. 2 each. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. It's been some standard tonight.
If Ben was to lose to clear up next and wins this match, and Ian wins his last match, Declan could finish bottom.
Funny old game, isn't it?
Unreal.
Yeah, that's some way of looking at it. I'm sure Declan's not thinking that right now.
No, but as you have done so far tonight, Ben's risen his game
Ben Doyle's free.
against Declan,
2 frames on.
and he's got the opportunity to break and clear with only 4 minutes left.
Booming break again from Ben Doyle. This time it's he who is spurned by the pool gods. He's dry. Declan Brennan with the chance to take the lead. 15-second shot clock very much now in play. 4 minutes left of this penultimate match of the night in the Champions League.
This is the key shot of the frame. First off, he's got to pop the yellow and land in just past the middle of the table to be the one on the right centre. He's got into it a little bit too much.
Yeah, he's played a good area though. He's landed in an area where good things could happen. There's a lot. Oh, right-hander. Go on, Decky. Don't see these very often. Not exactly Ronnie levels of switching hands, but you could see there he held it in the middle of the cue just to make sure he didn't miscue it, and that was all right. Quicker than getting the rest out on a 15-second shot clock.
Yeah. And yet again, he's found another route which, as you see with that, he just doesn't travel very much with the cue ball. They all just sort of stop shots.
His patterns are brilliant.
Brilliant.
He really does have fantastic patterns. As I mentioned earlier in the night, he didn't come to this game all that long ago when you think about it. I mean, up until his early 20s, he was still essentially sort of trying to make it into the big leagues on the snooker side of things. And it's only after having a couple of runs through Q School that he decided to take up this game. And just to say that,
Call the doctor.
I can't believe what I've just seen. It's the first mistake Declan's made all night, and it might cost him this match. Oh, Ben, what have you done? Needed to avoid that 8 ball. Has he got away with it? I'm not sure he has.
Oh, it's a big reroute coming here.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, this is now a tricky finish. This red was his absolute nail-on connector for the 8 ball, and now all of a sudden, this is a very missable finish. And it's not getting easier.
No, but what Ben can do here is he may be able to pop this red at pace into the corner, use the yellow to top into the 2 reds. I'm sure he's anything here.
I don't think they pass it independently.
So I think he needed to play it harder to force the cue ball into the 2 reds.
Not sure what Ben was trying there. It was a bit of a last gasp effort.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get the cue ball behind the 2 reds, but it was a tough shot. The one time Declan misses, he doesn't get punished. He may have to start missing more often. See, there's coming up to just under a minute left on the clock after the shot.
Oh, that jarring miss aside, It's a really good visit to the table again from Declan Brennan.
He's making Tom work for victory in the group tonight.
In goes the 8 ball. 3-2, 47 seconds remaining. Declan Brennan break next. You got to feel he makes a ball. This match is over. We're going to look ahead once again to the last 16. This group is coming up in a fortnight's time. This is group number 2. And this is one that I'm calling the Old Boys Club. Dylan Leary, Eddie Barker, Phil Harrison and Dave Fernandez. Those 4 are, well, there's some experience in that group, shall we say, lightly, Liam?
Yeah, it's like looking at the seniors talk. Obviously all 4 of them players are great on the table. Dave Fernandez won't be too happy with me there, scoring on the seniors tour, because we all know he's just under 60. Yeah, I'm sure he'll survive.
Make a ball and the match is over. Oh, he's going to golden break it, is he, to win it? Not quite. But it's an absolute sledgehammer of a break from Declan Brennan, and this match is now over. 40 seconds remaining. Bolt the open balls, and it's all done. Declan, the destroyer. Not quite been Ben Doyle's night, but he's shown glimpses of what he can do. Can't always take Champions League performances as a marker of how good a player is, just because of how volatile the environment is. He's certainly shown enough in this match to let us know that he's capable of producing some big things this season. It's not going to be tonight for him though. It may yet still be for Declan Brennan, who wins his 2nd match of the night. He joins Tom Jones at the top of the group, and he now needs a favour. Ian Alley is up against Tom Jones in the final match of the night. If Ian wins, it's 6 red shootout time. And if Tom Jones gets anything, he advances, and that match is next.